Hey everyone, it's Siobhan here. Today's video is a do-it-yourself. Recently I've started to dabble in making jewelry and mostly earrings, and I'm very lucky because here in New York I have access to the fashion district, and so I'm able to buy all sorts of supplies there. But you can also log on to Etsy. I'll try and have some links below so that you can find like findings and beads and stuff like that. But what I'm going to show you are these like little earrings. These little skull beads seem to be kind of popular on the internet and also in the fashion district, and they sort of remind me a little bit of Frida Kahlo, who happens to be one of my personal heroines. I hope you guys like them. I have a few pairs that I made just to show you that there are different ways, and I really like these a lot, and I hope you guys do too. For this project you will need a few basic tools: a pair of wire cutters, a round nose pliers, and a chain nose pliers. You'll also need some rose beads, some small round accent beads, and you can choose any colors that you like. And of course, most importantly, you're going to need some skull beads. As for findings, you'll need some head pins, some eye pins, and some plain earring hooks. Lastly, you'll probably need some jewelry adhesive as well, and a fine-tipped paintbrush. I like to start off by laying all my materials out in front of me in some sort of container. Obviously this is optional, but it definitely helps me from spilling beads all over the place. Here I'm using one of my daughter's old baby plates. To begin the actual project, pick up one of the eye pins and pass one of your skull beads onto it, followed by one of the rose beads. Top it off with a round accent bead in any color that you like. Once that's done, use your wire cutters to snip off some of the excess wire that's left over. You just need a tiny bit to create the loop, which will link onto the earring hook. To create the loop, grasp the wire between your round nose pliers and bend it inwards. This motion took me some practice, so don't be discouraged if you don't quite get it the first time. If you need to, use your chain nose pliers to close or adjust your loop. To make the little dangle, use a head pin and pass on as many beads as you'd like. Here I'm only using 2, although I've sometimes done 3 or more. It just depends on how long you want your earring to be. I'm also using the same little blue accent beads that I used for the first part of the earring, but they don't necessarily have to match. Just like with the eye pin, use your wire cutters to snip off the excess wire. Again, you only need a little bit to create a loop. Before closing it up though, link the first part of the earring onto it and then use your chain nose pliers to complete the loop. The hardest part is finished. Now all you have to do is repeat the steps to make your second earring. As you can see, my earrings are pretty much finished, but the 2 focal point beads, the skull and the rose, are loose and twist and turn around the wire. I don't want this. I want them to sit one on top of the other, facing forward, so to speak. So this is where the jewelry adhesive comes in. Squirt a small amount of glue onto a clean, dry surface, pick up your paintbrush in one hand and your earring in the other, straighten out the beads, and then just dab the glue onto the tops and bottoms of the beads. I usually try to push some of the glue into the bead openings too, that way they stick to the wire in the direction I want from the inside as well. It's also the reason I suggest you use a fine-tipped paintbrush. Once the glue is dry, use your chain nose pliers one more time to open up your earring backs. Just hook on your now finished earring, close up the finding, and voila! Your very own Day of the Dead style earrings. I love how the skulls look like it's wearing a rose on its head, and I've enjoyed experimenting with different color combinations. And I hope you will too! Thank you so much for watching my video, and I'll see you all in my next one. Bye!